Guys, I just made this whole video and I've had to throw it out because everything's changed. One night's sleep and just thinking about this endlessly. I mean, it's been like 3 days since I made that post and since I saw that post. So I've thought about nothing else. And here it is. So let's check them out. The website is pretty cool. Like, it's one of those scroll down ones. Whatever artist can imagine can now be tattooed in a completely new way. Welcome to the tattoo revolution. World's first automatic tattooing device, fast and safe, offering less discomfort and more possibilities. Blackdot's patented technology is engineered to tattoo swiftly, predictably, and with minimal discomfort for stunning tattoos that will spark conversation. So they've got all these people that have joined them, and I think part of what they're trying to say here is like, if you're just an artist but you don't tattoo, then you can sell your art to someone that wants to get it tattooed without actually doing the tattoo. And I guess that's kind of cool. So my initial reaction was the exact same as yours. There's no way I would get one of these tattoos. Part of getting a tattoo is getting a tattoo from the artist. And I think most artists would probably agree, as soon as you outsource that to a machine, it might as well not be their tattoo anymore. And I still stick by that. But that line of thought led me down a road of defiance and like hate. This guy's got one tattoo and it's from his machine. Does he know about it, man? I'm sorry, Joel, I don't know you. You might be a nice guy, but like, I want to know why you're doing this. And I was like, nah, there's no way this is going to work. Not going to happen. I don't think people want that much to get a tattoo so specifically that they're willing to get it from an automated robot instead of going to the actual source. If a machine was doing my tattoo, I'm like, mate, that's not my tattoo. It just feels wrong. But I think for us as 20 to 40-year-olds, let's say broadly, we've lived through little technology and now crazy amounts of technology. And I think we all share a kind of hate for it. As much as we love it and use it in many ways, we can kind of see where it could go, and it's scary and we don't want it to replace us and our jobs. So the initial reaction to it is going to be like, nah, no way. But then I thought about it a little bit more. And I was like, all right, so you've got two people here. You've got the artist and you've got the customer. Now, if this company, Blackdot, approaches you as an artist and says, we can make you an extra $1,000 a day or $1,000 a week. Of course, there are going to be a load of people that are going to be like, nope, you can't use my art, not going to happen. But there are going to be enough people that say, man, I'm trying to feed my family. $1,000 a week, $1,000 extra a month. Where do I sign, man? And then suddenly you're distributing your art to these machines around the world for doing nothing, basically. I think it's going to be one of those ones where either you go with it, you take part in the future world, or you go against it and you try and carve out your own thing. And I think, was it Joe Rogan that said it? That there's going to be two types of humans at some point, where it's going to be the ones that go with it and have the fucking chips in their heads. And there's going to be the ones that go against it and live in the forest and don't take part in any of these technological advancements. That's what this is, I think. So the artist, either you will or you won't, fair enough, but enough will. Enough will eventually. Maybe not now, in this iteration of it. I don't know how it can be good enough that it's going to be as good as the artist. Just because humans move, they sneeze, they cough, they need managing. Like people that are our age, they're not going to do it. But you've got the customer. And as you have children growing up with technology and AI, and I mean, at some point, robots are going to be commonplace in your house. You can almost be sure of it. Kids will do it. Like if I'm a kid growing up in Bangkok and there is an artist in LA that I love, and there's a machine that in 20 years time has managed to bring the cost of that tattoo to $200, $300, $400, whatever it is, I don't have to fly to LA. So Joel Pennington is the founder of Blackdot, and he says here, what people really wanted were smaller pieces that were really, really detailed, like the size of a credit card or less. But you'd have to fly to New York or LA, and you'd have to get on some type of year-long wait list. Or maybe the artist won't even work with you because you're not a public figure or celebrity. I mean, I just don't buy it. I think the thing is that in the case of really popular tattoo artists that have these year-long wait lists, they're going to have them because they're legit and they're worth waiting for. And there are just thousands of other artists that you can get work from. Like, there's no shortage of tattoo artists around the world. But it's true what he's saying. And I hate it. I hate it.
I hate Uncle Jamie.
but it's gonna happen. And how do I feel about it? I mean, would I do it? I just don't know. I mean, everyone's got a price, right? My heart says no, but my head's like, it is technically a way of scaling as a tattoo artist. And like I said, I don't think the technology is going to be anywhere near it now, but I'm thinking like 10, 15, 20 years into the future. This is a really, really tough subject, honestly. I thought I was just going to be able to come on and talk about it, but like I said, this is the second time I've made this video. Because the first time I was like, no way, not going to happen. People won't do it. And I don't think they will initially, but I think ultimately there is going to be a slice of the market for this thing. The same way our grandparents don't use the internet. I'll finish on this crazy video that I saw the other day, which was this Australian woman, and she was basically in love with an AI boyfriend avatar thing on her phone through this company called Replica. And again, my initial reaction to it was, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe this is happening. I don't want this world. This can't be good. All the rest of it, all the negative thoughts. And then I thought about it and listened to a woman talk about it actually on a panel. And it's like, she's not actually hurting anyone. Her husband died and she was feeling lonely. So she got this thing and she loves it. And who am I to judge what she does? And maybe that AI is solving a loneliness problem. On the positive side, definitely there can be negative sides, as is with anything. And I kind of tried to put that model onto this automatic robot tattoo machine. And initially you're like, fuck, it's going to take our jobs. It's not human. What the frig? And then when you think about it a bit more, you're like, yeah, but it's probably going to happen. And you just have to hope that it doesn't replace us entirely. And it's just an additional part of the industry where more and more people can get tattoos. Because he's got all these stats on his website. Multi-billion-dollar opportunity, $3.9 billion forecasted size of the tattoo market in 2030. Nearly half the under 40 population in the US has one or more tattoos. Gen Z, 83% of people have tattoos. Gen A, the next generation, who knows? So yeah, it's a huge market and it's growing and growing. And they kind of see it as they're expanding the tattoo market, not replacing it. It doesn't intend to become the Uber of tattoo parlors, or to run local shops out of business. Like, how can it not do that? I mean, it literally says on the website, experience a new degree of quality and a new industry standard. So you're trying to set the standard in the industry whilst not competing with other people in the industry. It doesn't work like that. If you're trying to set a new standard, you're trying to set a standard above people that exist. Almost by definition, you have to push people out for that to be the case. Yeah, every part of me is pushing against this. It's like, this is where it starts. Quest begins and it ends with artists losing their jobs and new artists not wanting to become tattoo artists because they're like, I can't compete with this machine. So there are just so many things here. There are so many moving parts because it will just get better and better. It will just become like better than any tattoo can human. It will just become better than any tattoo a human can do. What do you think? I need to know what you think about this. It's driving me crazy. I just need to post this video and move on, and then I'll think about it more and maybe talk about it more in the future. But yeah, weird times, weird times. If you like the video, guys, please do like and consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. It will just be tattoo content, opinions, actual tattoos, and everything in between. So thank you. I guess what I do with stick and poke is like the complete polar opposite to this. It's like one of the most traditional methods of tattooing. The only way I could get more traditional is if I use like coal and a bone or something.